Welcome to Secret Love Channel. Ladies and gentlemen, a seemingly sweet relationship can easily explode with conflicting emotions that you never expected. You dream of love being reciprocated with care and understanding. But sometimes, indifference is what you get. Behind his sweet smile with friends, there may be coldness and indifference that makes you wonder if your love is really important. Superficial gestures and scary silence gradually push you away, as if you are living in a cold space, while your heart is still burning with hope. Is it just a coincidence? Or is there something deeper? Let's look at the problem to understand and find the right decision for your future. 1. Who conquers whom? To have a love, the proactive person may not necessarily get everything he wants. However, the person who is led to become passive has more opportunities. When women like someone, they cannot just chase after them to get it. They cannot just sincerely like that person with all their heart and soul to be liked back. Behaving wrongly will make them lose the rights they should have received. Each gender has been assigned tasks to do well. Men's job is to conquer, to protect, to be strong, so let them do it. Don't let them see that you are chasing them strongly, but let them chase you. Let men live according to their instincts. Let them conquer, because when men are not allowed to conquer, it means that the feeling of love, the vibration is not built and your relationship cannot go further. In the end, no matter how much you love, how much you want to confirm that relationship, the advice given is still, leading does not conquer you. As we know, you have burned stage 2. That is because you have sex too soon. Actually, in love there are 4 emotional stages: like, vibration, love, true love. We can see, those stages are made up of positive emotions that are linked together to form a true love. Skipping any stage in love is missing out on its interesting things. Missing the opportunity to connect emotions. If a relationship is only in the first or second stage but both have decided to have sex at this stage, your relationship will easily fall into a state of boredom and collapse. Therefore, when a man is satisfied with his sexual needs too soon, his desire to conquer will decrease. There will no longer be the feeling of being thrilled by a direct gaze or a light touch. No longer a tight hug that makes the heart beat faster. It is also because the final destination of the other man has been achieved without the need for those connecting vibrations. And the result is, as we know, conquest has no destination and vibration cannot become feelings. And feelings are not enough to become a connecting thread. So how that man treats you depends on how much he feels for you in his heart. If he feels a lot, he will take good care of you and vice versa. Advice for you: have sex when both have reached a state of emotional commitment. Do not rush the stage. Skipping an emotional stage in love will make the relationship lack connection and easily lead to boredom. When having sex too soon, the initial vibration will gradually disappear and the feelings are not deep enough to build a sustainable relationship. Therefore, being patient and letting each stage develop naturally will help love become true and lasting. 3. And happiness is not only within. Keeping the fire of love burning is extremely difficult. It is difficult in that we have to change our own lives to achieve it. While neither of us wants to make any trade-offs, everyone has their own life. And sometimes their joys are not the same. You like painting. I like fashion. You like places with few people. I like crowded places. You and I have many different things. And joys are also different. In some circumstances, you are secretly looking for joys that you do not share with the other person. It is sad that many relationships are gradually becoming cold because the emotional bonds are fading, replaced by old and new joys. You will fall into a situation like not being able to understand your lover no matter how hard you try to chase after them. We can see he is too bored with her repeated questions of concern. Sometimes even seeing those concerns as words of control. What did you do today? Who did you eat with? Are you home yet? Why didn't you pick up my phone? Who are you with? Ellipsis. So, what to do when his happiness is not only yours? Accept it. For your happiness, it is not only his. Right? Everyone needs a private corner. No matter how much we have been together. A quiet space. A space for us to be ourselves is necessary in a relationship. To be ourselves without losing our love. When there is enough, love will always be there. It will still be the only thing we belong to. Therefore, girls, take good care of yourself. Don't depend on anyone. Don't depend on only love because you also need to love yourself. Keeping the fire burning in love is no small challenge. We all hear about romance in relationships. But the truth is, there are times when love needs more than sweet hugs and loving words. It requires change, sacrifice, and even silence so that each person can find themselves amidst the hustle and bustle of life. But the problem is, one of the two people is not always ready to change. And so the relationship easily becomes tired, repetitive, like a closed circle. We all have our own interests, habits, and joys. For example, he loves painting, sitting in quiet cafes for a long time, sipping coffee and looking at abstract paintings. While you are immersed in the world of fashion, like to sit at shows or go shopping all day. He likes to hide in a space with few people, while you like crowded gatherings, meeting friends, sharing laughter and stories as long as novels. So, although both of you want to keep this relationship, each of you has your own joys that cannot always be shared. And so, love gradually cools down. The caring questions that you think are cute become catalysts for tension. You ask, "What did you do today? Did you go out to eat with anyone?" Your questions are full of concern. But sometimes he feels like an investigation. As for you, even though you try to pursue the relationship, it seems like you never really feel understood. The relationship gradually becomes like a problem that the two of you cannot solve together. And then, you feel like a detective, always searching every corner of his life, hoping to find something to feel secure. But in fact, he is looking for his own joy without sharing. And you cannot understand. So how to avoid falling into that trap? How to keep the relationship from becoming dry, boring, and hopeless? The answer lies in understanding and acceptance. Yes, accept that your happiness is not only in him. You also need a private space, a time for yourself. No matter how much you love him, no matter how close you two are, you need quiet moments for you to be yourself. That is not a lack of love, but a way for love to become healthy and sustainable. Take time to take care of yourself. Don't let yourself depend too much on others or on that one love. Your happiness is not possession, but freedom in the relationship. You also need to love yourself. Take care of your soul and body as you take care of your lover. When you are happy and confident, love will naturally return and grow stronger. So, if you feel that the relationship is going downhill, don't rush to find fault with the other person. Give each other some space. Because only when we can enrich our own lives can love become deep and lasting. You deserve love not only from others, but also from yourself. For that is you controlling the other person. Caring and controlling are two completely different concepts but are often used as the same word. Caring becomes control for him. And for her, controlling becomes caring. She has to know what he is doing 24/7. Where is he? Checking his phone. interrupting his appointments without being invited first. He also feels uncomfortable because of her questions. Friends no longer eagerly invite him out because they are shy of her. He feels like his life is always being monitored. In fact, everyone needs their own space. That space being stolen means that the other person will counterattack by pushing you away and being indifferent to you. It is not surprising that he suddenly distances himself from you, gradually setting limits with you. And it ends with his indifference. Therefore, never let your concern become excessive, causing it to turn into control without realizing it. 5. Not really liking. So not really loving. Not all men who come to you can love. On the contrary, not every man you come to will love you back. There are very good people but not suitable for love. That is why it is said that people can be gentle with the whole world but cannot be gentle with you. Simply because he does not love you. Never expect too much from any relationship if you do not go through all the stages of love. If people don't really like you, they won't be moved and there won't be any next stages. Interest also decreases with that level. So, before expecting someone to love you, love yourself first. Focus on your own life. Become independent and happy. The only way for your relationships to improve is to focus on your own life. Build better values. Then you won't have to worry about whether the man next to you is indifferent to you or not. Because at this time, it's hard for someone to be indifferent to you. When facing indifference in love, the most important thing is that you need to re-evaluate your own values and the relationship. Indifference does not always come from a lack of love, but sometimes it is due to a lack of awareness, a difference in the way of expressing feelings, or even a sign of an incomplete love. Forgiveness or continuing to hold on should only happen when the other person truly understands the problem and is willing to change for you. If not, letting go is not only a way to free yourself, but also an opportunity for you to find someone more worthy. In love, no one deserves to endure the indifference of the person they love. Always remember that a good relationship only exists when both people respect and care for each other. If you have followed this far, please leave a comment. I want happiness. You will give us more motivation to make more meaningful videos. If you have not clicked like, please give the video one like. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel to support. We will give you a heart. Thank you very much. Emma is a girl full of vitality. Like a burning fire, always believing in the power of true love. She not only possesses a beautiful appearance, but also has an open heart, ready to love and find someone who will be a solid anchor in her life. Emma always dreamed of a relationship in which the two of them shared, accompanied, and overcame all the storms together. However, life was never as simple as she imagined, and like many other love stories, seemingly perfect moments sometimes hide deep secrets that she herself could not have foreseen. Ryan appeared in Emma's life in a surprising way, at a personal development workshop. With his handsome appearance, confidence exuding from every step, and gentle but attractive words, Ryan quickly captured her heart. From the first time they met, Emma felt something special about him. Every story, every moment together seemed to connect their two souls closer together. And soon, they became the ideal couple that anyone would be jealous of. Everyone around them constantly praised their love. Ryan was always thoughtful, from sweet morning messages to asking about her health every night. He sometimes gave her small gifts, which melted Emma's heart. She was proud to have such a perfect boyfriend and thought that this love would last forever. But then, Emma began to feel the difference. Although Ryan was always busy with work, that was not the only reason why she felt lonely. Every time Emma needed comfort, Every time she was sad and needed to share, Ryan only knew how to comfort her with cold advice. Don't worry too much. Everything will be fine. Those words, although seemingly caring, could not soothe Emma's aching heart. She began to feel like a ghost in this relationship, like an extra in her own love story. On their 1-year anniversary, Emma prepared a cozy dinner at home, with Ryan's favorite dishes, sparkling candles and a romantic atmosphere. But at the last minute, Ryan texted that he couldn't come because of an unexpected meeting. The feeling of loss in Emma's heart was indescribable. She had prepared everything, but in the end, she was left alone in a quiet dinner. That feeling was like a slap in the heart. But instead of blaming, she just quietly cleaned up and wondered, was Ryan's love really what she expected? A few days later, Emma decided that she couldn't continue living in such an ambiguous relationship. She wanted a clear answer. An answer that would make her breathe a sigh of relief. Or at least no longer feel lost in an uncertain love. She decided to confront Ryan and ask him a question that she had been keeping in her heart for a long time. Ryan, do you really love me? Or are you just trying to play the role of a boyfriend that society expects? Ryan was silent. His eyes showed surprise, as if this question had confused him. After a moment of silence, he spoke, but the answer was not what Emma expected. I really like you and admire you. But to say I love you deeply, I'm not sure yet. These words were like a punch in the face. A confession that Emma never expected. She felt like everything she had built up for so long collapsed in a moment. Emma looked at Ryan, smiling sadly but firmly. Thank you for being honest. I think we should take a break so you can think more clearly about your feelings. I don't want to continue in a relationship where one of us is unsure about love. Her words were like a declaration of self-respect, of self-love, and the need to stop at the right time, before things went too far. Emma did not regret her decision. She understands that love is not always about sweet promises or romantic gestures. What matters most is sincerity, a true connection from the heart. Through this story, Emma learns that loving herself and setting boundaries in love not only helps her protect her heart from unnecessary hurt, but also helps her find the path to a truly worthy love. In the end, you realize that love is not just about giving, but also about understanding and companionship. When you feel abandoned in coldness and indifference, it is not the time to question your worth, but the time to understand that you deserve a sincere love, where care and affection are fully reciprocated. Love is not just about beautiful words, but small but heartfelt actions. Sharing and listening from both sides. You have the right to love yourself and never settle for a relationship that lacks understanding. Be brave to let go if it is necessary. Because when you love and cherish yourself, you will attract true love to you. True love will always come to those who dare to face the truth and are willing to walk the path of finding true happiness. If you find the video useful, please share it with many people, as well as subscribe to the channel. Like, and if you have any questions, please leave a comment below. Thank you for watching. Goodbye and see you in the next video.